Moment of silence for the champions, for those who make going hard a lifestyle. Never wait for nothing, gotta get it right now. I'm in the spotlight when they turn the lights down. Only a champ swing the hardest in the 12th round. I love the fourth quarter, I love the ninth inning, I love game 7. Bring on the competition, cause in my heart can't nobody do it better. Can't slow me down, won't stop me never. I'm so Cassius Clay, I'm Tyson in his prime.
You know me, man. Barry Bonds with Mines. What's up, everybody? And welcome back to the Pressure Podcast.
What's
this
up,
is a
people?
Saturday night edition. Let's get it.
How y'all doing?
Uh-oh. My finish him isn't working. What's going on over here?
Yo.
What is going on? Please don't tell me that. They don't fucked up my finish him. Let's see what's going on over here. That's weird. How come the intro song went off, but the other one didn't? That makes no sense. Sorry, chat. We're having technical difficulties with our
Sound bites.
Oh, I know why.
Give me a hell yeah!
There we go. Now we're back in full effect. What's up, everybody? This is the Pressure Podcast where viewer has saved. If you have a webcam, we will send you a link so we can put you on a little screen right here. Hop on the mic, talk your shit. It is Savage Saturday. Today we will rank the top 10 quarterbacks. We will rank the top 10 non-quarterbacks. We're also going to rank the top 10 teams. We have the power rankings today. And the top 10 home field advantages of the QFL, which is what I call the NFL. And we are live from our studio in Orlando, Florida. It's your boy, King Coke.
LeBron!
Finish him! We are ready to end for millennials. This is Savage Saturdays. On the comments, we want to hear your top 10 QBs, top 10 rookies, top 10 teams. Give me your power rankings. And top 10 home field advantage in the QFL. So what's up, bro? There's a lot of preseason to talk about. He was just talking how Jason Dart was outshining and outplaying Russell Wilson. Speak on
I
it.
wouldn't say so much that. It was good to see that a pick is panning out for the Giants. I feel like it's probably like the only thing that they're missing right now is a quarterback, because if they have a quarterback, they're a scary team. Be on the lookout for the Giants.
Well, I said that because you told me that Dart was going ham, and then
He did.
And the next breath you said that Russell Wilson threw a pick right to somebody.
No, he did.
Implication mean
He did.
that Russell Wilson got outplayed by the rookie.
Well, he played decent. I mean, he threw one touchdown, he threw one interception, but wait, no, he didn't throw that. That wasn't a touchdown, but he threw a nice ball. He has, you know what I'm saying? Like, Russell Wilson has moments. That's the problem. Right now, Russell Wilson has moments instead of, like, in entirety. You know what I'm saying? Like, where it's not consistent. Like, he'll have one play where you're like, oh, that wowed you. But, you know, there's a lot of quarterbacks who can do that, where they're just like, they wow you with one play. And then, like, the consistent plays they can't get to.
Well, the way I see it, on one hand, Russell Wilson has reached his ceiling, and he's only going down from here. But on the other hand, he knows how to decipher the defenses that the QFL has to offer.
Absolutely.
So this is a tough decision that Mike, what's his name, Steve or Mike Dable, whatever his name is, has to make. But
I like the fact that
I could care less. It's not my team.
I like the fact that he's making this push. Is what I'm trying to say. Like, I think he's played into the conversation of you know, like, this is a battle now. This isn't just.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I'm saying?
But you know what I'm hoping for? Low key, I'm hoping for the Joe Flacco to get released by the Browns, because they don't need him anymore.
Back, for real.
And come back to Baltimore, Joe, because we need your insights, we need your knowledge, we need your presence in the locker room for Lamar to get over the hump. So before we get to the power rankings, let's go with the topics how we have it here. Let's go with the top 10 NFL non QBs.
Top 10 non QBs. You want me to start it off? I'm sorry, I didn't know if you wanted me to. You want me to start it off? Okay, cool, got you. My non QBs are Saquon, in no particular order. Saquon, Derrick Henry, Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, Miles Jarrett,
Wait, repeat that again from the top.
Saquon Barkley, Derrick Henry, Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, Miles Garrett, PS2, which is Patrick Surtain, TJ Watt, Aiden Hutchinson, Dexter Lawrence, who's very underrated as a defensive tackle, nose tackle, can play the run and is a great pass rusher as well. And at 10, I got Lane Johnson, who's been doing it for years and years and years at left tackle.
Okay. That's not a bad list at all. So I got the same top 5 that you got. I got Jamar Chase, I got Jetta, I got Saquon Barkley, Derrick Henry, and Miles Garrett. So I think it's pretty self-explanatory why everybody is a consensus that Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson are in the top 10. These are the premier wide receivers. They're one in each conference, one in the NFC, one in the AFC. But that's not why I'm ranking them that way. It's just that's what they happen to be. If they both been in the same conference, it didn't matter. They would have still ranked them at the top. These guys are the premier route runners, premier hands, premier consistency, and not only that, they literally tilt the field on their team's favor. This is why they're one of the high. I mean, if you look at the NFL top 100, their name has not been mentioned yet for a reason, because they're counting down from 100 down.
Absolutely.
Fast.
It's tough. 100 ranking.
Saquon and Derrick Henry, it's not just because they both rushed over for basically 2,000 yards each last season in total. The thing is that they also tilt the field. When you have Saquon on the field or Derrick Henry, it's a quarterback's dream because the quarterback gets to, free up his arm a little bit more. However, it also makes their job easier if those quarterbacks can run. If they can run, they can fake a handout or fake a pass and then all of a sudden take off when the defense reacts. And it's a nightmare for defenses to plan for. And as you notice, Henry and Saquon's name has yet to be mentioned in the top 100 list. Miles Garrett is the premier defensive player in the league. I think he is. I think it's
unanimous.
He just wrecks shit up. His job is to wreck shit up for the offenses. Then I got Chris Jones. I still put Chris Jones there because he also wrecks shit up. He's still the premier defensive tackle in the league. And he's one of the greatest of all time, in my opinion, and a 3-time champion. Then I also got PS2. PS2 is the premier, I think, defensive back in the league. And I have my boy Cal Hamilton in there, thinking that he's going to sneak into the top 10. That's just me being hopeful. But I just know that this man single-handedly turned the 31st ranked defense by week 9 and made it to the top 10 defense by the end of the week by just switching him from strong safety, basically box safety, stopping the run and blitzing, to free safety, being the center field and a ball hawk for us, and the security blanket for a struggling cornerback. So after that, I got your boy Jalen Carter. I think he's more underrated than Dexter Lawrence. I had Dexter Lawrence in my sights, but I'm gonna put Jalen Carter in there just because he's the main reason why the Eagles' defense doesn't have to blitz so much. And I also got Aiden Hutchinson. I put him over T.J. Watt just because Aiden Hutchinson is coming into his prime, while T.J. Watt, I think his ceiling's already passed behind him. Meanwhile, Miles Garrett's still at his ceiling, and I think Chris Jones is still at his ceiling, and I think Cal Hamilton just reached his ceiling, and so did PS2. All right. So that's a nice consensus top 10 non-QBs, all right? So let's go with top 10 rookies overall. You can start this one off if you want to. Or actually, I can start it off. I'm going to go with Cam Ward just because he's the number 1 overall pick, but also because he's going to be starting. So he's definitely one of Vegas' favorites to win Rookie of the Year. I got Abdul Carter after that because he's the favorite to win Defensive Rookie of the Year. And, you know what I'm saying, he was a top 5 pick as well. Then I got Colston Loveland just because I think he's going to have the opportunities, and McMillan as well with Egbuka and Ashawn Genty and Amarian Hampton. So I think I see a tight end, 2 receivers, and 2 running backs at the rookie side that can actually, you know what I'm saying, jog for the or vie for the Rookie of the Year award. And then I got Matt Golden and Will Johnson. Probably after that.
Will Johnson is
Cornerback.
Cornerback.
Plays for the Cardinals. He was a Michigan Wolverine.
Okay, so I do have a couple different here, but not too far off. I have Jackson Dart, who I believe is going to end up starting eventually. It may take a couple of weeks, but I think he has a hold of the offense, and I think they might as well just let him go. I think he's ready. You said Barron, right?
No, I did not.
Okay, so Jada Barron, I think opposite of PS2. That's dynamic, those two. And he showed me a little bit of that today, watching the preseason game as well. He's got clamps. And then my other one would be Tutori McMillan from the Panthers. I think he's gonna have a big year, his first year. Jalen Walker, off of Atlanta, the edge rusher. I think he's gonna have a great year, and good year. And Travis Hunter.
Okay. I think I did not include Travis Hunter in there just because he playing 2 positions because the thing is, had he played like quarterback and linebacker, I would have definitely put him number 1. But because he plays he's dependent on how he can react.
But I think he's gonna play sparingly. I don't think they're gonna have him in there always playing. I think it'll be like certain situations. Like when I need to get off the field, it's a 3rd and long, and I want to play my cornerback. I know he's a playmaker, so he's gonna go after the ball, something like that. Or when I need a crucial stop, maybe like 4th and 5, and I need to stop to get the ball back. I think he'll be in those situations. I don't think he's just gonna be playing wide receiver and then just as soon as the defense come out have to play on the defensive side. That's insane to ask for a rookie.
Well,
if he can do it, I mean, he's a freaking animal.
Well, that leads me to the topic that I saw not too long ago on TikTok. Obviously, we all know because he plays 2 different positions, one on offense, one on defense. We're going to have to grade him differently than all the other rookies, right? That's a given.
Absolutely.
But
he's got more responsibility.
Because that is true, let's say he only has half the stats of an elite wide receiver. Can you still call him an elite wide receiver one day?
Mm-hmm.
And what do you need to see for you to be able to say that?
Separation, reliability, catching the ball, and a couple wild plays. Some plays where I like see like when I seen Malik Neighbors last year, I was like, yeah, this he's like that. Like I was like, that nigga's like that.
Like let's say the elite receivers averages 8 catches, 8 catches, 100 yards and a touchdown, you know what I'm saying, per game. Let's say this man only averages like 3 or 4 catches for 60, 70 yards and sometimes a touchdown, sometimes not. All right? Let's say that's what he averages compared to all the others. The numbers alone, people are going to make a fair argument that, you know what I'm saying, he's not elite. However, if when his team needs him the most, he comes up with turnovers or a deflection or a big catch or a big yak or a big block or something that helps the team offensively or defensively.
And that's what we believe that he
Consistently?
will. We believe that he will. I believe
Consistently, when it comes to crunch time, to money time, and he cashes in every single time, or most of the time, more often than not, you got to consider that elite as well. You cannot dismiss it just because he doesn't put up the stats. Remember, he has to play 2 different positions to help his team. Now, it helps his team roster-wise because they don't have to have so many different, backup wide receivers and cornerbacks. So it does help in that aspect. However, his cardio is going to have to be, beyond Jerry Rice's legendary workout regime for this to succeed the way I think so in a Hall of Fame career. But I think it can be done. I think he's driven to do it.
he wants to.
I do have a little thing I don't like about is his choice of girlfriends. To me, I don't know. A lot of people, old school guys and haters back then, they used to say if he has an ugly girlfriend, it's a guy that lacks confidence. Well, he doesn't have an ugly girlfriend. He just doesn't have his girlfriend under control. And I'm not saying men should control women. I'm just saying that at least she should control herself, and she doesn't seem to control herself. And for a guy of his stature, winning in life, young, rich, successful, and you over here and in perfect shape, and you have a woman that's out of control, it looks bad. It looks bad. So I that's the only thing that I can, put the chink in the armor, if you will. But that's not even football related. That's outside of football. So
That's how good.
I can't wait to see in a few years how people are going to debate he's not elite if he does show up to be elite in many different ways, just not statistically.
What about a year like Marvin Harrison? If he has a year like Marvin Harrison, do you think like he had Marvin Harrison had almost 900
And plays cornerback? Yes, sir.
had over 900 yards. If he give me 900 yards, I gotta put him in there. Especially if he's giving me like 70 catches. That's really good.
But what's the realistic expectation? I'm expecting maybe 60 catches, 600 yards, maybe 6 touchdowns. 666.
2 interceptions. I'm calling it 2 interceptions.
No, I prefer he had 5 interceptions. Fuck that shit.
No, but I'm calling 2 at least 2.
Obviously, I'm a defensive kind of guy, so I prefer that he, masters defense before he masters offense first. Maybe he can master both together at the same time. I don't know. Big pause. But I know that Bruce Lee did 1 art at a time. He didn't do multiple. Obviously, he will practice or train so that he could keep the muscle memory. But he will only focus mostly on 1 art at a time. When he masters that, he'll hop on the next one. So it's kind of like a baseball player that, doesn't know if he's going to be a pitcher or a regular outfielder or infielder who gets to swing the bat. Until that moment, every baseball player is going to throw the ball, always warm up their arms just in case they one pitch. They're always going to practice throwing and fielding, always, no matter what position you play. You're always going to practice some kind of fielding. You're always going to practice swinging, and you're going to run a lot. In sports, you run a lot. If you don't like running, you're not going to be able to play in sports because I don't know no sport where you don't run. Even hockey, you run. You're doing it in the skates. So
that's why them soccer players so athletic.
yes, and that's why they're not that chubby or anything. They're nonstop running. Yeah. It's like basketball; it's nonstop running. But basketball's in a way smaller arena, so it's more action, way more action. All right, so we did the top 10 non-QBs, and then we took the top 10 rookies coming up for the season. So then let's get to, before we get to the top 10 QBs and the power rankings, let's get to top 10 home field advantages in the QFL.
Top 10, oh, got you. My top 10.
So on Monday, we did the top 10 offensive things, offensive players, offensive rookies, offensive linemen. We also did top 10 NFC stadiums. On Thursday, we did top 10 AFC stadiums, top 10 D linemen, defensive backs, defensive players, and defenses. And also, today we're going to do an incorporation of everything. So today is top 10 overall rookies. Today's top 10 teams, not just offensively, overall. Top 10 non-QBs and top 10 QBs. And we're also doing the top 10 overall home field advantage. So this encapsulates the entire 32 NFL spectrum. Go ahead, bro.
Okay, so I say Denver, because of the altitude. That's a big advantage for them.
Be cool, nigga.
Arrowhead.
Goddamn white boy.
Lambeau. Dallas. Baltimore. Philly. New England. Pittsburgh. Minnesota and Seattle.
You only have one different stadium than I do.
For real?
One. Just one. I'm over here. I'm about it. I right when you were halfway, pause. I was just gonna start scratching off all the shit that he already mentioned because he's literally doing the same thing. Because it's a consensus. We all know if you're a sports person, anybody who knows ball is life.
Who's the other one? I need to know.
Yeah, ball is life. I'll get to that. We all know that there's some in every sport. There's just the stadiums that pop, that stand out. When you come to soccer, everybody knows Wembley Stadium in England. Okay, when it comes to baseball, everybody knows Yankee Stadium. Everybody knows Fenway. Everybody knows Wrigley Field. When it comes to basketball, everybody knows the Staples Center. Everybody knows the Garden, both Gardens, and everybody knows. You know what I'm saying?
There's a lot of champions in here too.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
Absolutely.
There's a lot of champions.
And pro football is no different. The thing is that pro football is not a worldwide played sport, but it is a worldwide viewed sport. Okay, and home field matters. That's why, and I'm glad that those who are still alive, obviously, God willing, you guys stay and have a blessed long rest of your years. But those who experienced the pandemic in 2020, when there was no crowds in the arenas, we hold that against the Lakers. We hold that against champions. What's up, Denali? Good morning. Good morning. We hold that against teams because it matters to have fans there. It matters. Some people can't take the bright lights, and some people can, and that's how we test it. So I have it categorized in different ways. Let's go with the cold. In here, I got New England, I got Buffalo, and I got Green Bay. Lambeau Field is hollow grounds. They won the first two Super Bowls. This is where Lombardi played. Lombardi is the head coach, the legendary head coach of the Green Bay Packers that led them to success for the first time in their history, and is the guy who's the Super Bowl trophy is named after. So there you go. And not to mention they play in negative degree weather, so it's called the frozen tundra. After that, I got the Buffalo Bills because they also play very, very, very low temperatures, and New England as well. This is home field advantage, especially when it comes to
Denali,
January Super Bowl time cell games.
My bad, Cole. Go before you go on. Denali, this is the score from the Kansas City Chiefs and Eagles.
No, it's not.
I just put it on. Well.
No, it's not. It was 40-6 when I saw it.
I mean, I got the screenshot for how bad it was the other time.
It was 40-6 when I saw it.
It was really bad.
That's all I know. It was 40-6. Please stop.
Finish him.
All right. So after that, I got the I put the cold. Now let's go with the loud. In here you have he mentioned both of these stadiums too. You got the Chiefs Kingdom, Arrowhead. And you also have Seattle's, which is I don't know. They keep changing the name, but it used to be LA Giant, whatever. Now they don't watch football at all. Come on, man, you got to get to it. It's America as fuck, and it's about to be here. We're starting in 3 weeks. 3 weeks, and we're gone. We're gone for a long time because then basketball starts in October, and we're rolling back, baby. We're the same as we were before the cell games finished. This is the best time of the year for me. My birthday's coming very soon. Then you get Halloween. Then you get Thanksgiving, family, Christmas, all that shit.
Amen.
I live in Florida, so the sun it doesn't beam as bright and it's not so hot. You can wear a lot more different, you know what I'm saying, outfits. And you get football and basketball and baseball October. So it's just perfect. It's actually perfect for me. So after the loud, I've got the pretty, the beautiful. The meccas.
Okay.
This is the Madison Square Gardens of football right here. This is AT&T Stadium in Dallas where the Cowboys play. This is what they call Jerry World. And then this is Allegiant Stadium. This is in Las Vegas. They call this the Death Star. This is where the Raiders play. These are excellently architects. This is beyond the scope of like modern. This is futuristic tech, high tech. I'm sure they spared no expense like the dude in Jurassic Park, but
be cool, nigga.
This is the premier stadiums right now, and Super Bowl favorites almost every year. After the pretty, we got the I wouldn't call it ugly. I will just call it a hot mess. This is the and the funny thing is these three stadiums are in like 100-mile radius of each other. 100 miles. Yeah, because these teams are, you know what I'm saying. This is not when we play in the cold. It's not always hot, but it's not the temperature that does it. It's not the noise that does it. It's the energy. These are the fans you don't want to see. When you play sports and you're like, damn man, I hope these fans at least treat me with respect. They could boo me, but you know what I'm saying. I just hope I can make it out of here alive. These are the stadiums where you think that shit at.
Fatality.
I'm throwing snowballs.
Pittsburgh, what I call
Santa
Pittsburgh,
Claus.
Pennsylvania. The Heinz Field. Then you got the Lincoln Memorial Stadium. This is in it's Lincoln Financial Center. This is in Philadelphia, and then M&T Bank Stadium. This is in the bank, literally the bank of Chesapeake Bay over there in Baltimore, literally on the harbor. Meet us at the bank.
Denali, during Christmas, we threw snowballs at Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Because we were losing and we didn't care about. Christmas spirit wasn't there. It was all about football. Hey, get this.
It's always about football.
Throw it stuff.
It's always about football.
I love it.
All right, so let's get to the top 10 quarterbacks of the QFL one more again.
Why don't you start with that one?
All right. I haven't. Remember, this is rated M for millennials, Denali. I don't know how old you are, but we're in our 30s. So we grew up watching millennial shit, as you can see, okay? And here I'm going to show you the Super Saiyans and the non-Super Saiyans, okay? But these are the top 5 quarterbacks in the QFL to me. They're the only ones that are Super Saiyan 2s, okay? You have Pat Mahomes. He's the premier quarterback and a 3-time champion. You have Jalen Hurts, who's the reigning Super Bowl champion. You have Joe Burrow. You have Lamar Jackson, 2-time MVP. And you have Josh Allen, the reigning MVP. To me, these are the only guys that can say you're Super Saiyan 2s, okay? There's no Super Saiyan 3s in this league. And Tom Brady retires, so Super Saiyan God is gone. And Aaron Rodgers is not Super Saiyan God. Aaron Rodgers is, he's Master Roshi by now, I think. He's still a force to be reckoned with, but he ain't on these guys' level no more. He can't fuck with them. His best years are behind him. Sorry, bro.
Goddamn white boy.
That was good on Dragon Ball. Damn.
Then I got the bottom tier. To start off the bottom tier, big pause. You got Matthew Stafford and Jared Goff. This is the changing of the guard. These are the last of the old generation. Okay, and now you got the new guard here. You have Baker Mayfield. I believe he's, to me, the last of the elite quarterbacks. I don't think Jared Goff and Matthew Stafford are considered elite anymore. They just scratch elite sometimes. Baker is the last of the elite, and then I got C.J. Stroud and Jaden Daniels after that. Jaden Daniels is a Super Saiyan, and C.J. Stroud looks like he is a Super Saiyan, and Baker Mayfield is a Saiyan warrior. He's not a Super Saiyan yet, but he is a Saiyan warrior. You can tell he's a Saiyan. He has the possibility of becoming a Super Saiyan.
All right, so we damn near got the same list.
Yes. So who do you got?
I just got Jordan Love different. That's it. Jordan Love over Jared Goff.
I wanted to put Jordan Love in there, but I need to see a little bit more because the guys up here, they just...
I don't... Okay, so I see Jared Goff. I feel like he's like a system quarterback.
He is a system quarterback. He is.
And I don't like him in big games. He just doesn't... I did not like what I saw. I'm sorry. That last game was pathetic.
For Jared Goff? Mm-hmm. Yep. But the 2 games before that weren't pathetic. You know what I'm saying?
But that's the biggest. That's the one. Either all of them are. I mean, don't get me wrong. All of them are important. But what I'm saying is, that's like you want to get over the hump. You're at home, like
I know,
and you get.
But if you're using that metric, he still outplayed Jordan Love. That's why I have him there because I can't find nobody that outplayed him. Even though you're right, what you're saying is right. I still haven't found somebody who outplayed him.
Yeah, but they ain't play our defense. Our defense was hell.
I get you that. I give you that.
Jordan Love was facing tough situation. He kept losing player after player after player out there. Not to make excuses for him, but that's the truth. And then he doesn't have no wide receivers because all them niggas stay hurt. only guy he has is Reed.
Yeah,
It's like, damn, man.
but if for just for what I'm saying, for kicks and giggles, if I did have an honorable mention, it would have been Jordan Love. But I can't put Jordan Love ahead of Matthew Stafford and
No,
Goff
no.
in my view right now.
But I can't
And
knock out.
obviously the rest are obviously there. And yeah, the Justin Herbert fans are gonna hate me. I don't care. I think Justin Herbert's maybe the 12th or 13th best quarterback, but he can play like a top 10 sometimes, but he ain't consistent enough for me to say he's a top 10 definitively. And I'm not trying to hate on the guy. I just call it how I see it, brother. That's it. But I think this is the consensus. This is true. There's 5 Super Saiyans in the league, and I mean there's 6 with Jaden Daniels, but these guys know how to wield their Super Saiyan talents. He doesn't just yet, so that's why I didn't even bother glowing him on that the Super Saiyan hue. But I think the consensus is there. I mean everybody knows what Joe Burrow does. He kicks ass. He's literally the premier quarterback in the league outside of Mahomes in many people's view because he's like his arm talent,
Bro, I
his,
know it was
mentality.
I know it was preseason, but 8 of 9, like it was nothing.
Yeah.
Just throwing, like he's incredible.
Joe
talent.
Burrow in his final form ain't
Incredible talent.
nothing to fuck with, bro. Ain't nothing to fuck with. We all know what Jalen Hurts does. The touch push master. To me, he's the strongest physical and most physical out of all the quarterbacks, but he's also underrated speed wise. He's underrated arm wise. I think he has the 3rd best arm out of everybody
Josh
here.
Allen is definitely in there.
Yeah, I think he has the
For
3rd best
physical.
arm out of everybody here. 3rd strongest arm out of everybody here. I think Lamar has the the weakest arm out of everybody, and that's not saying nothing bad because none of these guys are weak arm quarterbacks. I think obviously Josh Allen and Mahomes are
got the
number 1 and 2.
cannon. I think I'm taking Josh Allen.
I think
over
Hurts is 3, Burrow's 4, and Lamar's 5 when it comes to arm strength. When it comes to deciphering defenses, I think it's Mahomes 1, Burrow 2, Allen or Lamar and Allen, and then Hurts. Just because of it, the only reason I have Hurts down there is because of inexperience. He's not as experienced as those guys, but he's well on the way to get there.
Hell yeah.
And then when it comes to speed, obviously Lamar's number 1. I would say Hurts 2 Hurts 2, Allen 3, Mahomes 4, and Burrow's the slowest out of the 5. And when it comes to leadership,
They all got it.
there's no. I don't know. They all got them in spades. When it comes to intangibles, they're there. When it comes to clutch, they're there.
All
Every single one of them, bro. Every single one of them. You can't. You know what I'm saying? Now some people say, "Oh, Josh Allen can't beat Mahomes and Lamar chokes in the playoffs." You can say that all you want to, bro. But 9 times when I saw Josh Allen lose to Mahomes, he made the play to win. It's just Mahomes made the play back to win again. The last time I saw Lamar, he made the play to tie the game. His teammate dropped the ball. Last time I saw Joe Burrow, he did everything he could to get his team to win, scoring 40 points, 40 touchdowns, no interceptions, a crazy passer rating, but his defense sucks. And the last time we saw Jalen Hurts, he had 40 points on a dynasty against 6 that I
Fatality.
You got 22 on that. He's just trying to be nice. I would have had 0. I don't remember these guys scoring. I don't remember any red jersey crossing the goal line.
Game was over before it even started.
So
To be honest.
And then Jaden Daniels is the greatest rookie quarterback that we've ever seen. C.J. Stroud had the previous best rookie quarterback statistically and efficiently before that, right? The year right before that, and these two are best friends. Baker Mayfield is just a guy that kicks your ass. He's becoming like a Drew Brees, but without Sean Payton, is what I call him right now. He's Drew Brees without Sean Payton. He's just basically being Drew Brees but if Drew Brees wasn't restrained. Because Sean Payton kept him cool, calm, and collected, and just sharp. You know what I'm saying? Baker Mayfield is sharp, but the thing is that because he doesn't have a Sean Payton, he doesn't have an offensive coordinator in his ear. His head coach is a defensive-minded coach. He's going to take more chances than Drew Brees would have with Sean Payton.
Mm-hmm.
If you put Drew Brees under Sean Payton, trust me, I mean, Baker Mayfield and Sean Payton, you'll see a lot of similarities. And I'm not saying it because they're both white and short.
I think
yes,
that's
I
a,
am.
I think that's a big reason why Bo Nix was very
Yes.
successful last year.
Bo Nix is very accurate. This is what it is. So let's get to that was the quarterbacks. Let's get to the power rankings now. Let's see the top 10 teams after or during the second week of the preseason of the QFL 2025.
So I have Philly 1, Baltimore 2, Kansas City 3, Bills 4. The reason why I put the Baltimore, I really like their depth. I seen it this year. It's gonna be fun to watch again. I mean, like I said, they get to the playoffs and they kind of just like shoot themselves in the foot. Ain't nothing that the other team really does.
He says we have too much left for the non-color QBs. Are you anti-white over there, Denali? What's wrong with white people, man? That's racist. That's reverse racism right there. That's what you're doing.
Goddamn white boy.
Go ahead.
So then we have the Bills at 4, Detroit at 5, Washington at 6. The reason why I put Washington lower, I'm still not sold on that defense. I'm still not sold on it. The offense looks great, but the defense looks kind of poor. But we shall see. At 7, I have the Vikings. At 8, I have the Rams. At 9, the Broncos. And at 10, the Texans.
All right. I have a different list. But that's actually not that
Give me
bad.
a hell yeah.
I like Josh Allen too, Broski. I like Josh
And
Allen.
Baker is not mid.
But
He had 40
if I'm
touchdowns.
white biased, then why is 4 out of the 5 quarterbacks Super Saiyans? You know what I mean? Who's better than Baker that's not on that list? Don't tell me Justin Herbert because he's not. And you may say Jordan Love, but I seen Baker Mayfield do more than Jordan Love has.
Nah, it's not Jordan Love. Oh, hell no.
Don't tell me Russell Wilson. Don't tell me Dak Prescott. Don't tell me a new rookie QB now, Cam Ward. Don't tell me none of those guys right now. Shador Sanders, not yet.
Those guys I haven't, yeah.
I have C.J. Stroud in there. C.J. Stroud's right next to Jaden Daniels.
And even if they do have a good year, their first year, they still wouldn't be better than Baker. Even if those rookies had a good
Yeah.
year this year, they still wouldn't be better than Baker.
So, like I said, we are rated M for millennials, right?
CJ Stroud's in there.
We do shit millennial style. When I do my power rankings, I do it Mortal Kombat style. Why? Because when I grew up playing video games, there was no way to save progress in a game. Denali, when you imagine playing a video game, but you can't save your progress. Every time you turn your video game on, you had to start from the very beginning. That's how we had to play video games once upon a time. And Mortal Kombat was one of the most famous of all of them. So let's get to the Mortal Kombat inspired tower ranking.
Finish him.
Whoa. In here, I have, starting at the bottom, and before I do this, I always like to ask everybody, if this is what's Madden, let's say Madden on Sega Genesis, you had to start from the very bottom of the tower and work your way up and beat every single one of these teams. The rule is you can't choose none of these teams that are on this list. So the team that you have to pick can't be none of these guys to go against all these guys. Tell me which team is yours, and we're going to say which is ours after this. So starting at the bottom, number 10 is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I think they have one of the best rosters in all of football and an excellent QB and actually very underrated coach. Their defense is what troubles me. They have a great secondary, but their pass rushing is always either injury prone or always asking for a trade or retiring, and you know what I'm saying, it's a lot of turnover over there. So let's see where they you know what I'm saying, land. But these guys have won like the NFC South 4 years in a row. Granted, it's not the strongest division, but the fact that they keep winning it matters, and they win playoff games too. They're just not always one and done. The 49ers are there, but I need to see more. They didn't make the playoff last year. All these teams here made the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not being recency bias
I think he's talking about the Madden.
Oh, okay. You would pick the 49ers. That's an excellent pick. I probably picked them too. So after that, you would go to Los Angeles and face the Rams, another premier team. This one, their secondary is the question, but they have an excellent pass rush. And an offense that can kick your ass with a great coach and a great quarterback, Super Bowl winning tandem. After that, I got the Green Bay Packers. I think the Green Bay Packers are actually very, very underrated. I think they're the second best roster in their division. You will have to face Jordan Love, and you will have to go into the frozen tundra that we mentioned earlier.
I don't like their cornerback situation.
As you see there, and it's one of the most historic franchises out there, and they know how to build a football team.
I could see it.
I have Houston Texans at number 7. The Texans, to me, are the best roster that's not elite in the AFC. Okay, I think they're the best roster that's not elite yet. I think they can improve on this year, and we'll see how the dust settles then. And not to mention they have C.J. Stroud, and probably the most underrated coach in the AFC. After that, I got Jaden Daniels in the Washington Redskins. This is an elite quarterback and an elite defense. Is what's I wouldn't say it's mid. It's just that it's unknown. It's a lot of question marks. It's a lot of question marks. Probably the best way to say it. But the offense and the coaching, it's bar none one of the best. And then you have the best rosters in the league after that. You have to go to Detroit and face the Lions. As long as they're healthy, this is the second best team in the NFC. Then I have the Buffalo Bills after that. The Buffalo Bills are great on offense and defense, but I will give them a rating of 99. I have my Baltimore Ravens after that. The reason I have the Bills there, though, is because they have an equal, maybe not as good of a roster as the Detroit Lions, but they have the way better quarterback head coach combo. And remember, I call this the QFL. I'm in the belief that you cannot win in this league unless you have the best quarterback and head coach combo in that season, okay? And after that, I have the better combo in John Harbaugh and Lamar Jackson. Now, you can say they're 0-2 against the Buffalo Bills. Yes, that is true. But it's because of their doing, not because of anything the Buffalo Bills did. Look it up. You can see. I'm not making excuses. I'm actually calling it how I see it. We shot ourselves in the foot every single time because we're the better team. It's the reason why I feel like we have the chance to win again every single year. We have a 99 offense and a 99 defense and a 99 special team.
And they even gave themselves a chance at the end to win that game anyways.
It's just that the guys above us have the same exact thing. The Chiefs are the premier team in the AFC and the team to beat in the AFC and the current dynasty in the QFL. They have the premier quarterback, the greatest coach, offensive mind of all time. And they also have one of the greatest defenses that you'll ever come across. And then you have the reigning champions, Philadelphia Eagles. They have the premier defense in the league right now. They have the premier running back in the league right now, and they have one of the premier offenses in the league. And a great coach team, no weaknesses anywhere, special teams, you name it. Okay, and that is the QFL Tower ranking. So, what's the team that you will pick to go against these guys?
Pittsburgh.
Schittsburg. He picks the 49ers. You know who I would pick, though? I would pick the Cincinnati Bengals. I would pick Joe Burrow against all these motherfuckers, and I'll just play prevent coverage.
But that's what I was gonna say. You know they about to fire your ass up.
If I can hold them to a few field goals, that's all I need. I don't need them to stop scoring. I just need them to get field goals instead of touchdowns sometimes. Because I know I'm going to get a twist.
Because I'm just thinking, how you going to throw on my secondary? I got Porter, I got Ramsey, and I got Darius Slay. Yeah. Cheat code over there. Yeah. And then I got Aaron Rodgers, who I'm sure they're going to have him still be at least 88 around there.
At least.
So, hey.
Master Roshi should.
We shall see. I was going to say, Master Roshi, you ain't been good since Dragon Ball, bro.
Yeah. Denali, do you know about Dragon Ball Z? I'm pretty sure he does. All right. So we have one last top 10. So we were doing top 10 superheroes and then top 10 on Monday and then top 10 villains on Thursday. Today we're going to do top 10 comics or worlds, okay? Whatever. You go ahead and start off this list, brother. Go ahead.
I said anime.
All right.
That was
comics, anime, all that shit.
I'm not.
Fantasy world.
I didn't really get into comics like that, so I can't say too much about.
I don't have that much comics either. It's just the ones that stand out.
But the first three are Dragon Ball Z, and Dragon Ball GT. Those are the three. So Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, and Dragon Ball GT. Sailor Moon
Okay.
is 4. Trigun is 5. Cowboy Bebop is 6.
He said heard of it. Damn. Did you ever watch any anime or comics or anything like that? I mean, I don't think you read comics, but obviously you watch the movie Spider-Man and Avengers and all that shit.
Whatever that new Dragon Ball Diami is, that was Diama?
Diamo or something like that.
Diamo. That's a 7. Death Note is 8. One Punch Man is 9. And Full Metal Alchemist. I've seen that before. I like that show.
Gotcha. But remember, this is nerd shit, so it could have been in the top 10 any nerd world is what I meant to say.
Got you.
So let's go with it because I did everything millennial just like he did. Okay, so we're gonna go here. No wait. So this is how I had it set up. So obviously this is the Danger Room. So X-Men is in here. Okay, the world of X-Men is basically, what's the best way I could say it? The world of X-Men is kind of political. It's like basically like the civil rights. Martin Luther King and Malcolm X and all those stuff, but with mutants. Mutants is basically a human subspecies that are like, you know how some people are born with cerebral palsy, or some people were born with autism. Some people were born Down syndrome, things like that. You know what I'm saying? Autistic. This is kind of like that, except their autism or their abnormality is a superpower. So it's a world of regular human beings, but there's some other people that are not so regular. Most of them look regular, but they have some human mutant. They call it mutation of the gene where they get a superpower. They can control metal. They can read people's minds. They can control fire. They can control ice or whatever. So that's the X-Men world. I think is a crazy adventure to get into. Then I also have the Batman world. The Batman world is Gotham. Gotham is a crazy city. Literally, you see Grand Theft Auto, that's just, you know what I'm saying, kindergarten to what Batman has to deal with in Gotham. That's why I love that world. The best villains and the best things ever happen in all the comics to me is in Batman. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles to me is an excellent option as well. I think that world is beyond crazy. They have crazy villains. They have crazy skills, and they're just teenagers, and they have a good story and background.
And the best pizza.
Yes.
In New York City.
I got Spider-Man there. Spider-Man is the Batman of Marvel, I think. Marvel is the premier comic, obviously, brand, and Spider-Man is it's his main attraction. They have the best rogue gallery, the best villains of all. After that, I have Transformers. I think Transformers world is crazy, where these robots, gigantic robots, can shape-shift into a lot of shit that, you know what I'm saying, in modern tech. The world of Star Wars is crazy to me. I grew up watching Star Wars, especially the ones that came out in the 90s and 2000. It's mystical, it's political, it's a little religious, it's a little crazy. They got Jedis, they got Sith, they got robots, they got the Death Star. It's a moon-sized fucking battle station that could kill planets, like literally destroy planets with a shot. You got Superman. Superman is the Batman, but the day version. Batman usually comes out at night. Superman fucks around in the daytime usually. The world of Pokemon to me is also crazy. It's a world with normal people, but the thing is, instead of regular pets, your pets can have superpowers. So that's the funny thing. So X-Men is like regular world, but a few people who are born genetically mutated have superpowers. Pokemon is regular people, but the animals are the ones that have superpowers, and you have to train them and control them and catch them and shit. That shit to me is interesting. And then Mortal Kombat is also another world where you have to literally fight every 500 or so years, a tournament, to save your world. Otherwise, your world is going to get conquered by another dimension. And it's they have superpowers, crazy. This is, to me, the second best kung fu shit that I ever seen in my life, behind Dragon Ball Z, which is the premier one to me. Dragon Ball Z is the premier kung fu martial arts cartoon and anime and world of ever. Right. Ever. Just ever. If you don't know what Dragon Ball Z is, I don't know what to tell you, brother.
Fatality.
Everybody watch that.
Yeah. Well, we're starting to lag here, so we're going to wrap it up. I appreciate y'all tuning in, and Denali, appreciate you very, very much. Keep tuning in. We'll be back on Monday to recap week 2 of the preseason. and get to some more stuff here, okay? We are the Pressure Podcast. It means to perform, react, endure, and using strategies in sports under rigorous environments. Motherfucker.
Give me a hell yeah!
The only podcast reviewer has saved. If you have a webcam, we will send you a link so we can put you on a mic. A little screen right here. Hop on the mic and talk your shit.
Finish him!
Rated M for Millennials. We are on midnights live, Mondays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, y'all. Pressure Podcast Live. Feel free to comment, subscribe, and leave a like, please, and thank you. Denali, Blessings, brother. We will